Hello, beautiful people. It is I, Sex Pizza, and today I'm bringing you something different. Today we got some OffWorld Trading Company. My roommate recently bought this game for me, and it is fucking awesome. So I wanted to share this awesomeness with everybody. It's definitely not a game for everyone, though. It's essentially what the game boils down to is you're a company on Mars, and you are capitalizing on found resources and produced resources on Mars. And your job is to become the most successful company out of everyone who's playing and buy out all the competition. And so I'm just gonna throw together a game real quick. I'm probably going to lose. Just a fair warning. The AI in this game is ludicrous. We're just going to keep no sabotage on for now because I'll just get wrecked if we don't. So, as we're loading in here, essentially you build buildings and produce resources and mine resources and create finished products. Like you can mine silicon and carbon and turn it into electronic chips. And so how my friends and I usually play is you start out with the map unrevealed and you scan around to find an area in which you're going to set up. Now there's 4 different types of places, and the scientific guys, or the robotic guys, which is what we're playing, because they're robots, they do not... Okay. Because they're robots, they don't require water, food, oxygen in order to survive. So you start out with 3 claims, which means you can place buildings or locations on 3 separate tiles. So right now, we're going to go ahead and get a metal mine going. And get some aluminum going. And we're going to construct a steel mill. Because those are the things we need to upgrade. And when you upgrade your HQ, you get access to additional claims. So that's essentially what we're going to do. Unfortunately, we're not generating any power, so we're having to pay for our power consumption, which is generating debt. We can construct a wind turbine, but we need more claims in order to do so. So once we get to the point where we can... Let's sell a little of the excess aluminum we have. There we go. Now, we upgrade,
received and confirmed. Replicators online. Upgrade
and once we get the cash, we can construct a wind turbine to start generating power so our debt will cease to exist. It takes aluminum and carbon, so for now we can sell some steel to generate a little profit. Get rid of that. This game is an economy game. It boils down to the economy. If you don't enjoy games like this, if you're not a fan of the micromanaging, you will not like this game. When you turn sabotage on, you can access the black market. Right now, these are all things you can use, but there's also things you can put into effect on your opponents to mess with them. You can lock down their buildings, pay pirates to steal stuff from their transport ships, all kinds of crazy bullshit. I prefer to play with it off because I feel like when you actually use it, it's kind of a handicap. Like, you can't win based on the economic merits of the game, and you need to, like, do underhanded bullshit in order to survive, which I think is kind of a pussy way to play. But, you know, pussies are people too. They exist. Well, the price of power is pretty good right now, which means any excess power we generate automatically sells. So maybe we should get another wind turbine going. Fair warning, bots are redonkulous at this game, so... Ooh, geothermal plant. Let's get that going.
Colony expanded.
That gives... it's a little bit of a resource and money sink, but it produces a lot of power. 2.0 as compared to 0.9. So OTC, which is, you know, what we refer to this game as, OTC, Off-World Trading Company.
Expanded.
Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, an auction for an extra claim.
6,000, 9,000, 10,000, 12.
I don't actually want this claim. I mean, it would be nice to have it, but I'm just trying to keep the bidding going so that I can keep my opponents in debt. So, made them spend 18k for another claim. It's not too bad, but debt also lowers your stock value, which means it's easier for companies to purchase your stock. And once something owns 50% or more of your stock, you are considered a subsidiary of their company, and you will begin to earn them money. And you will no longer be actively playing your faction. Someone else will be making the cash off of you. Now, we have a ton of aluminum around us, but there's some silicon over here too. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And we need to get some carbon going. So we're going to go ahead and grab... Oh yeah, I have no more claims. Alright, so I just made a little bit of an error, but not really. So, when you build a building that you don't have all the requirements, right here it says it consumes power and it mines carbon or silicon. That's not so bad right now. But say I built an electronics factory and I didn't have a steady flow of carbon coming in. I could have that building auto-purchase the materials necessary to create the finished product, which is a pretty good strategy if you still net a profit based on sales. So if I have to buy aluminum, carbon, and silicon, but all of those things are cheap as shit, I can still sell the electronics for a shitload and come out on top.
Full hardware
And now we can
complete.
upgrade, which gives us more claims, which means I can get us some carbon, and we can start getting ourselves an electronics factory. Now, for these characters, for most characters, but for the robotics specifically, when you attach a building to another building that produces a material utilized in the finished component, you get a bonus to the production. And also, when a building is mining or producing something and it's attached to your HQ, there's no shipping time. So my steady stream of this silicon is coming in via transport. Oh my god, fuck you.
8,000.
Oh, it's a high water. Not really relevant to us.
14,000. 16,000. 18,000. 20.
Let's get another electronics factory going.
32,000.
Then on our next level, I'm going to get us some electrolysis reactors so that we're generating oxygen. I might go... Oh, I don't think there's any dry ice near us. Nope. So we'll get an electrolysis reactor and some water so that we can start generating some glass, because glass is worth almost as much as electronics right now, and it's good to dip your fingers in a bunch of markets. There's also a city full of citizens on the map, which isn't controlled by anyone, it's controlled by an AI. And it produces buildings. And right now, it's producing a couple of buildings that consume electronics, which means the price of electronics is going to slowly go up until I start selling them.
Robotic colony.
There's a lot of really cool interplay. They also have a ton of habitats, which means food, water, and oxygen are going to slowly be going up too. And because we're all robotics, none of us are consuming any of these things, which means none of us are really producing them on a mass level, which means the cost of them is based on the city in the center, and because they're consuming these things, the prices will go up. Obviously, I don't need to explain this like your 5-year-old. I'm sure that everyone is old enough and smart enough to understand a little bit about how economics works. Let's sell 100 of those. Couple of those. Oh, we just made a little bit of cashola there. All right, so I'm gonna buy a little bit of stock in Polo Rabini, and I want to try to get a foothold on somebody else early on, so that when they inevitably get bought out, I'm bringing in a revenue stream from them. Cook the books. None of these are really applicable to me. Well, mule's pretty good, but... Oh, we need some more steel.
Your stock is being
Hey, don't buy my stock. Fuck you.
And you could win a core sample to discover new resources.
6,
Shit, I need to buy my own stock.
7,
Ooh, core sampling's pretty good. You can use it on a tile that doesn't have a resource node, and it'll discover a new resource node there.
1,000,
Also, as you noticed,
14,
there's different levels of the resource in specific nodes.
1,000, 20, 4,000, 20,
Look at that, 30k for a core sample.
30,
They're going really ham on that.
1,000,
When a claim's going on, it pauses the game, so that you can't really take advantage of the, like, the auction is supposed to take everybody's focus at the beginning. We should have, I didn't notice that everyone was going robotic, else I would have gone into the food, water, and oxygen market early. There we go.
Directives received
There's
and
enough
confirmed.
steel.
Replicators online. Upgrade in progress. Stand by.
Oh, down here there's... Jesus, this game is loud sometimes. And I have the volume pretty low. There's some stuff down here at the bottom. Patent laboratory, which allows you to research technology that affects you. You power your buildings and your HQ with water instead of electricity. You can get teleportation so that you no longer have to ship your stuff. But the first person who researches a patent gets it. Obviously, it's a patent. So whoever gets teleportation first gets it, and no one else has access to that.
Robotic colony expanded.
Upgrade laboratory allows you to produce things faster. We're gonna grab one of those so that we can generate more electronics, because the price of those is skyrocketing. Also, look at food. It's almost up to 300. We may want to get in on that. So let's
Robotic colony expanded.
And glass seems to be steady and going down a little bit. It's fluctuating, but mostly at a slow down slope. So we're going to try and stay away from that. But food seems like a pretty good racket to get into right now. So we're going to try and pick up some food. We're going to set that to auto buy, so that starts producing food for us right off the bat. I'm going to sell some of that. The pleasure dome you build near the city over here, and if you get a lot of habitats around
Your
it,
stock is being bought.
it generates a shitload of money, because who doesn't like going and, living in a pleasure dome?
6,
Building, here we go. This is a patent. Now, this auction is being held.
9,000,
Holy shit. You know what? I'm just gonna... it doesn't let me do it from here.
16.
Buildings which need carbon collected from the atmosphere is a pretty strong patent. Normally I would bid on it, but I'm in the green right now, and I kind of want to stay that way.
Your stock is being bought.
Oh, this fucking cocksucker. I'm just gonna sell the stock that I purchased in that guy and start buying it in myself, because I don't like the idea of,
Your stock is being bought.
oh my goodness. We're about to get bought out. It's coming.
Your
Yep.
stock is being bought.
Fuck. Yeah, the bots are insane because they can do everything, you know, AI can do everything without any lag time, and they don't have to think. But I just got wrecked. But yeah, and then it gives you a summary of everything in this list. Pretty bonkers. But yeah, that's OffWorld Trading Company. Now, the reason that I wanted to show you this game, regardless of whether or not I won or lost, is because my friends and I have been playing this a fuckload. And I want to start uploading gameplay, but I wanted to give everyone the sense of what it would be like before I started doing that. So, for the future, this is OffWorld Trading Company, and you will see some more of it pop up on my channel. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I hope, you know, some of you guys enjoy it at least, because I have a lot of fun, and it's extremely frustrating to play. So, and I really enjoyed that challenge. So I really appreciate you guys watching this. I'm having some issues with Fallout right now. I downloaded new drivers for my graphics card, and it's making the compass and the map act really, really weird, and like constantly blinking and phasing, and it's horrible looking. So I haven't done too much Fallout. But as soon as I get that problem fixed, I promise I will work on some more Fallout. I know you guys are loving that series. So, Rainbow Six Siege is going to be coming up pretty soon. I've been working on a whole lot of that, and I've had some other personal bullshit coming up lately and whatever. But more videos soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Have a good day. Don't be a dick, and I will see you in the next video.